There is a Super Bowl ad for Volkswagen that features a white dude from Minnesota who's speaking in a Jamaican accent. Now, a lot of people were offended by this ad, but let's take a look at it and then we'll make a judgment ourselves.
Yeah, wicked coffee, Mr. Jim. Julia, turn the frown the other way around.
Hey, Dave, you're from Minnesota, right?
Yes, the land of 10,000 lakes.
Traveling along, there's a song that we're singing. Come on, get happy.
You guys are 3 minutes late.
Don't be no cloud on a sunny day.
Yeah, chill, Winston.
Sir?
Respect, bossman.
All right, so there's the ad in question. People are calling it racist. In fact, just to give you a few examples of people who are not happy with that ad, Barbara Lippert, editor-at-large at MediaPost.com, says, I believe the commercial is racist because it is just saying that black people are happy. That's not the strongest argument I've ever heard in my life, but another person says the advertisement was like blackface with voices, and that was from Charles M. Blow, New York Times columnist. Now, it's interesting that people in the United States are offended by that ad because people from Jamaica seem like they're not offended by it at all. In fact, here is a response by the Caribbean Studies and Caribbean Heritage Organization. They say, we hasten to assure the viewing public that being Jamaican, just like being American, is a nationality and not a race. And one of the actors featured in the commercial could be a native Jamaican. Most Jamaicans are of African ancestry, that is to say black, but Jamaica also is home to a significant mixed race and diverse racial population. And I think that that's a pretty damn good response to the commercial and all of the brouhaha happening here in the United States.
Well, yeah, the idea this is a nationality, not a race. And so it really does take that whole, political correctness thing really far, which I was quite surprised at, especially to see how much, the Jamaican government and most of the Jamaicans that they interviewed for this story, they were all embracing it. They said, this is fabulous. We love it. It portrays us as happy. It's great for our brand. It's great for tourism. We like it. Mm-hmm. So if the people that it's about aren't offended, then how is it really offensive?
Well, I think maybe you can make an argument that it's stereotyping certain individuals and it's a caricature of certain individuals. But I feel like if the people of Jamaica are not offended by it, then there's no controversy.
Right, and it's actually a positive character. I guess you could say it's a caricature of an accent, not necessarily of a people, but of an accent, a particular dialect. And, the idea that is something that, putting it in a positive light, everybody's happy here, that I think is a good thing, is a positive thing. So I thought the idea that it would be racist was supposed to be about negative things. But, maybe we're missing something here.
I think the similarity is I think you're always going to find people on both sides of it that are Jamaican. You can probably find 150 Jamaicans that are like, I hate this. Because maybe they're sick of hearing someone say to them, hey man, when they get spoken to, and they're like, oh. Maybe it's more annoying, 'cause of course, I don't think it's racist at all, but I think what it's closer to is annoying because now every Jamaican is a stereotypical caricature, as Anna was saying. It's like people say Asian folks are good at math. It's not a negative stereotype, but if you say it to them with an Asian accent, they're like, what's that about? Or you act like, I'm doing my math, and you do a weird Asian accent, then they're gonna go, that's annoying.
Yeah, I think you make a good point that that it's actually more about the idea
so
that
you can't say
it's
that
any stereotype of any group that
and you can't say that Volkswagen is out to get people. I always look at intention. I don't think the commercial's out to make Jamaican people look bad. So that's that's where you got to draw the line. I think it's just annoying maybe for some.
Yeah, you didn't seem amused by it, but it's really interesting because I've seen that commercial before and it never really registered that it could be offensive. Like I just like, all right, it's another. To be completely honest with you, I don't even know how these advertisers come up with these themes, right? I didn't find it particularly clever or whatever. It was fine.
It's hard when you're a marketing person and you're required to come up with stuff and just continually come out with new ideas to advertise the same thing. So, I got to give them a hand for trying to do something a little bit different. And, it seems like if the Jamaican people don't mind, then it's probably fine.